at the talk, just pay me. On my shop, I said I'm Jan. Yeah, that's amazing. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, gotta rush off, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you know this world is mad, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you know this world is mad. Stick to the plan, stick to the foresight, active gang. Speak to the hand, old school slang. But you know about it, yeah, that's 9, yeah. More time go with the flow, but more time do what I know. Oh, I know we need to know more about tumor show. Just open that door, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you know this world is mad, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you know this world is mad. Got the ammo, words of steel. Let me tell you how I feel. Always keeping it real. You know we're sealing deals. Tasty meals, speedy wheels. That mad but still appeals. That digital P's and deals. Crazy, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you know this world is mad, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you know this world is mad. Steady, go. This world is crazy, yo. Steady, whoa. This world is crazy, yo. Steady, go. This world is crazy, yo. Steady, whoa. This world is crazy, yo. Steady, go. This world is crazy, yo. Steady, whoa. This world is crazy, yo. Steady, go. This world is crazy, yo. Steady, whoa. This world is crazy, yo.
Hi, and welcome along to AFTV. We are here for our absolutely massive game tonight. It is the Champions League semi-final, second leg, Arsenal versus Atlético Madrid. The winner of tonight's game goes through to the final of the champion. You heard what I said. The final of the Champions League in Budapest. Joining me here to discuss what we think the starting lineup might be, and then to get the starting lineup, we've got Lee Judges and we got Smarty Marty himself. And people, this is huge. I said it the other day. It's almost like this has gone under the radar a little bit because we've been fighting so much in the league. But now he's here. Now he's arrived. This second leg. If Arsenal win tonight, Lee, first Champions League final since 2006.
Can I just say something? You just called him Smarty Marty. Didn't call him one nickname, did you? Like that, I mean.
Well, Silverback.
Silverback Warrior. He didn't mention that. Did
You like that, yeah?
He's still on that Silverback Warrior thing.
Yeah, I made it up myself, Marty.
Just change your Instagram. Do it. Just change your Instagram. And then it's done.
Yeah, Mr. Silverback, like. Look at that, the cruising.
The cruising, and I tell you what, right? We
all
heard
of them,
they've
all of
all
them.
got smiles on their faces because you were saying, Lee, you came to the studio. Studio's only about 5 minutes walk from the ground, and you were saying that you saw some of the fans who came out to greet the coach.
Yeah, couldn't get through. We had to come back, like, you know what I mean? And we bumped into Martin Keown. I don't know how he's going to get through it. Like, I see, I don't know if he must be working tonight, but like it was, you couldn't get through it. It was carnage, but in a fantastic way, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The noise and this is 2.5 hours before kickoff, so. A big up to the people who've organised it, and a big up to the fans that have turned out. It's incredible.
Yeah, just to let everybody know what we're talking about. Basically, Arsenal today, they arranged a formation of said to fans, get there early, greet the coaches as they come, to greet the coach as it comes in, and the fans have turned out in their thousands to do so. Absolutely brilliant.
That's what I say about this. They're down there now in their thousands. You cannot get through, like, you know what I mean? And imagine what it's going to be like if we do achieve something. This is frightening, like, you know what I mean? Like, what I've seen there today, I was buzzing when I went down there. It was incredible. I'm glad we went down there.
Now, social media teams just sent through what possibly they think the team is already. Now, we haven't got the official news.
Well, if this
on
is
the team.
Connor, he's good.
Connor is good. He's got everything right in recent weeks. He got it right. He got it right the other day on Lewis Skelly being in the team. He got all those things right.
Right, what's he saying here?
Right, this is what he's saying. It's not out officially yet, but this is what he's saying. He's saying Raya in goal, Ben White right back, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori.
Oh, really?
Is what he's saying. Rice, Lewis Skelly, Eze, Saka, Gyökeres and Trossard. That's what he's saying.
That's my team.
Lewis Skelly's back in.
That's what he's saying. Let me just, I'm going to message him back.
After that performance the other day against Fulham, I think he kind of earned it, because he was fantastic.
And Trossard did, and Calafiori did.
Yeah.
They've all earned it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting if that's the team.
I'm going to say, because I thought he was outstanding in Madrid.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if that's the team, but yeah, he's saying that he's heard that's what the team is, and he's been very accurate with what he's given us. He's been getting the drops on the team.
I'd be delighted if Miles Lewis Skelly is playing. I thought he'd go with Zubimendi, tried and trusted, but for me, I thought he was outstanding. And that first half performance, it was that good. I think maybe that he's looked at it and gone, do you know what? I can't leave no one out from that after that, because it was.
I think you're right.
It was the best that we've seen.
If that's the team, will you be surprised?
Do you know what? It's a big call doing that, and I really like the arsehole of it, to stick him back in there. The arsehole, to have the balls to stick him in there. You know, in this game, this is an absolutely huge game, and it's probably one of the best intros I've heard you do, Robbie, to hype up a game. And we win this, we go into a final, Champions League.
And to play him in there, that just, you know, do you know what he has given us? Sometimes in as a football manager or in football, sometimes you fall upon something without knowing it, and luckily, like, I think what he's done, that Miles Lewis Skelly going in there, has just given us the extra little bit of legs that we needed in there. You know, like, all of a sudden now you're saying to Declan Rice, do you know what, you are a little bit jaded, a little bit tired. Instead of going 60, 70 runs all the time, you just sit in there and just go side to side, working hard, saving a bit of energy. We'll get Miles Lewis Skelly to do what you're doing. And
interesting. Well, let's see if that does turn out to be the team. Super chat here from
rise if that is.
Yeah, Dr. Aussie 15 says, never been so jealous to be so far from London. sending all the positive vibes from Kansas City. Big up to you. I mean, Marty, as I said, chance to get into a Champions League final.
Mate, unbelievable. Like, you just got to go and do a job, get the job done. It's, tonight, I cannot wait for this game. I think that stadium's going to be absolutely insane. If Saturday is anything to go by, do you remember against PSG, Real Madrid last season? These Champions League nights are nights that we were promised by Arsene Wenger when this stadium was built, and now we are getting them. And when I was outside the studio, I could hear the stadium, and that was like 2 hours before kickoff. So God only knows what it's going to be like when we're in there.
Yeah, Brother Seamus says, let's get it done, boys. Do it for all the Gooners around the world. You go. And that's from all Chicago Gooners. So big up to all the Chicago Gooners.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, another super chat there from Bijan. He didn't leave a comment, but big up to you.
What I was saying is that, I don't know about you, but the Champions League for me has gone under the radar. It's been a little bit of I can enjoy the game without the pressures of it because I've been so wrapped up in the league and everything like that. But for the first time now, it's sort of hit me today that this is, when you say Champions League, how important this game is. Like, I think it's like all of a sudden where it's been a little bit of every game's been a safety. Even last week, look how I was watching that game. It wasn't because I had my mind on Fulham. Like, but Fulham's been and gone now, and it's now, this is our last midweek game, by the way, like, you know what I mean, to the end of the season now. So all of a sudden it's such a big game now, but it's sort of come up on you quickly.
I think because the draw, when you look at teams like Leverkusen and Sporting Lisbon, everyone's like, oh, they're easy, you're going to beat them, you've got an easy side of the draw. And that's where it's, I think, kind of been underplayed. And maybe there's obviously a huge level of expectation of this Arsenal side. It seems like we've sort of glided into this position, and now the magnitude of this game is hitting you. But listen, we win the next 5 games, history will be made.
Yep. Some more super chats coming in. Mike Delaney says, one game away from the final, lads. All right. He says, I'll be watching from Newfoundland in Canada. David Rickard says, Rice will score tonight. Well, listen, that would be good. Lee Jacobs says, big up, gents. I feel Zubi should start tonight. If it's a stinker, bring MLS in, but MLS has to start now from now to the rest of the season in the Premier League games. If we win tonight, we'll be buzzing on Sunday. Let's get behind them. It does have a big significance as well. You know what I mean? It's a sort of thing that can push you on, isn't it?
It takes the pressure off. I know, like, it's silly, Rob, but if we win tonight, you can park it.
Park it up.
Right. We've got a Champions League final to go on, and then you've got 3 games where you can just concentrate on them. But you know you've got the safety net of the Champions League. Like, I think it's massive tonight.
All right, Sugar Gaming says, come on Arsenal from Ethiopia. We're getting fans from all around the world right now. Big them up. Elias says, get the TikTok videos playing on the bus and get the boys pumped up for this game, Robbie. We need you in the dressing room giving them that believe speech. No, I'm not giving them that. Guna542 says, being so focused on the league situation, the magnitude of how big this game has gone under the radar, and 100%. I actually think that's been a good thing.
Yeah, 100%, and that could be a bit more pressure going into that. I totally agree with that because of what's gone on today. It has gone under the radar. I don't care what anybody says, you know.
One chatterer says, we need Nkapie and Zubamendi off the bench if we need to protect a lead. And we've got another one here. John says, how's football getting us so emotional? Come on, you Gunners, AFTV. Well, listen, that's what it does to us. Watching from Los Angeles, we will win today, says Rodrigo. Big up to him. And sending Jokeres love and luck from Sweden. That's from Vikram Kumar. Big up to you as well. I mean, I just wanted to ask you guys, you know, it's coming off the subject a little bit, but last night, which again has got fans buzzing for today. Last night, of course, Arsenal didn't play. Man City played. 3-3 draw away at Everton, which again really does us a big favour in the league. Do you think that's got any sort of gives a little bit more spring in the step of the players today, even though it's a different competition.
Listen, it's got to, you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, they've dropped points. You know, it was points that at one stage you didn't think that they were going to drop. Just got to say, I know they didn't win the game yesterday, but big up to Everton, like, you know what I mean? I thought that they'd give it everything to that, like, you know. And I was gutted for them as well as us, because if they'd have won that game, there's a chance that they could still get Champions League football. But that draw, that 2 points is going to probably cost them now. But magnificent effort. Really give it a go, like, you know. And you know, for me, I was thinking of Kevin, like, when that was going, like, do us a favour, like Everton, and they did. And you know, brilliant. I mean, I always said I think that someone's going to have to help us along the line. And if there was any my second favourite team done it for me, like, you know what I mean. So, well.
Springing a step after that game?
I think it's interesting because when it all went completely level games, goal difference, one loss, draw, literally is complete tie. You know, everyone's like, oh, you've bottled the league, you've blown it, and Man City are going to win all their games. And then we went and won our two. Oh, but they've got games in hand, like they're expected to win them. It just goes to show.
Yeah, you've got to win them, innit? You've
got to win the games. I'd rather have them in the bank and get them won, like we did, and be 6 points in front, and that puts pressure on them. And talking about bottling, with Man City, and I'm not going to go too much into this, they have dropped points from winning positions so many times this season, and that has cost them. They should be 8 points clear of us. Simple as that. And last night, 1-0 up, and then they threw it away.
I think that the magnitude of winning our two games, right, and getting that 6 points was massive. Like, I said that, putting the 6 points on. And I'll go back to the disappointment for me when we only won 1-0 against Newcastle, and all the Ugandan fans were going mad. And they turned me around and said, look, at the end of the day, it was about winning, getting those 6 points. And I think getting those 6 points at some stage yesterday put pressure on. Yeah. Gain would never do that under normal circumstances.
And with those games as well, Lee, honestly, seasons before, and I said this, that the Newcastle game, I believe we drew that, we would draw that or lose that, and that Fulham game, the same similar result in seasons gone past. We wouldn't be able to hit form, but we've got the job done. We need to go and get it done fully.
Do you think they change now, though? Because we've talked about this, me and Dan Potts yesterday talking about this. Now it's about just winning the games. It ain't about winning convincingly. Do you think Arteta goes back into that rigid defensive shape now, like 1-0s and nervy like he has, or do you think they still go for those games?
Look, you've got to be consolidated and you've got to be tactical about it. You can't, like tonight, you don't want to end up being 2-0 down against this side early in the first half. That, for example, that game PSG Bayern Munich was a fantastic game of football. But for me, when people talk about, you know, oh, look, Luis Enrique, yeah, great manager, won the Champions League, respect. But a 5-2, for me, you shut that game out. You shut shop. You change it up, and you do not go and concede 2 goals, because then you take the tie back to the Allianz at 5-2. It's a different game. Now it's 5-4. Listen, they're in with a chance. So tonight, do you need to be going gung-ho at a team like Atlético Madrid that can hurt you? They're a dangerous side.
I'm not thinking about in the league games.
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest with you. Like people said, oh, this style of football, it's terrible, oh, it's boring. I do not care. If we win 1-0 and he stinks the place out and it's the most boring game I've seen in my life, I could not care less. It's about getting points on the board. Simple.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do a couple of super chats here. Abdullah Hussain says, I'll be coming to London all the way from Egypt to watch GW38 and a potential Champions League final with you guys. Are you going to be having one of those big live watch-alongs for both matches? No doubt. BJ Mefo says, love from Kerala in India. Deja Vu says, hope we do the Griezmann celebration like he did in 2017-18 after scoring. We'll get some payback for Wenger, he says. Big Chelsea Lou says, I give Arsenal respect where it's due. You'll win the Premier League, but you will lose the Champions League miserably, he says, right? He's very...
Yeah.
Aminura says, according to reports now, MLS is injured, Zubi starts. Haven't heard that. We'll get the team very soon.
Team's out, mate.
Drawback says, being a fan of Arsenal since the 09-10 season, since I was 7, and seeing this for the first time, it makes me super proud. Come on, lads. We will take the double crown. Lee, were you introduced to Kabachi in Uganda? Wonderful tradition.
No, only the Rolex. What's Kabachi?
I'm not sure. Vikram says, if we win both, AFTV India Tour for a watch along is a must next season. I see it right now in Maharaja King Judges, he says. Make it happen, Don Robbie. All right, let's see what the official team is for the Champions League. I'm just finding it here. We got it right here. Oh, I ain't got it. You said you got it, yeah? Oh, hold on. This Arsenal website,
Do you want me to get it out?
I have to say, it's a bit clunky, isn't it?
Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah. Read out.
Right. So the team to start against Atlético Madrid tonight.
Let's see if our social team got it spot on.
Raya in goal.
Yep.
White, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori.
So he's right. That's unreal.
Rice and Eze in the midfield.
I'm going with Connor. Miles Lewis-Skelly is going to be in it.
Miles Lewis-Skelly.
That is incredible, Connor.
Saka, Gyökeres,
Trossard.
spot on.
Spot on.
Awesome.
Our social team, I'll tell you, they're on a run. I don't know what his source is, but he's done it again. He's done it again.
He's done it again.
He's done it again. Give us the bench, Mike.
Right, so
Unbelievable.
the bench, you've got Kepa, you've got Setford, Mosquera, Hincapié, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli, Norgard, Madueke, Havertz, Zubamendi and Dowman. So Havertz is back. Odegaard is back as well in the fold. Interesting.
Havertz and Odegaard. Read that bench again, sorry.
So Kepa, Setford, Mosquera, Hincapié, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli, Norgard, Madueke, Havertz, Zubamendi and Dowman.
Wow. It's quite a strong bench as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So only really missing Timber.
Timber's
the
the only
main-
one. He's the only one injured now.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you make of the team, guys? It's official.
Do you know what?
The guys
Do you know
are
what,
right.
I'll go with it.
For me, I'm delighted.
Yeah, after his performance on Saturday, I thought he was fantastic. His ball retention, he was dynamic. He was box to box. His tackling, everything
MLS
about his positioning, everything about his game. And you know what? He has earned that star. But can he reproduce it on a stage of this magnitude?
Well, he's got the temperament.
Because all the eyes in the world are watching.
He's got the temperament, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's one thing about him. He's got the temperament. I'll tell you the other player that I'm kind of glad he's playing. Even though if he hadn't been playing, I wouldn't be disappointed because, Hincapié was excellent last week. But Calafiori, I thought he was brilliant on Saturday. And what he does, he offers a serious go for it going
Should
forward.
have had 2 goals.
That's quite an attacking team, isn't it? That's a team.
Gone for it.
Yeah.
That's a team where Mikel Arteta is saying, we're going to go and get the goal.
Listen, I'm a big fan of Calafiori. I'm a big fan of Hincapié now. He's won me over. I thought he was outstanding against Madrid. If I'm one player that I feel could be a little bit downhearted is him. I think Zubamendi's not been quite at the races. Martinelli ain't hit the ground running in that left-sided spot, even though I thought he'd done defensively very, very well last week. Trossard produced a performance that he needed to. That's what's got him in. And basically, they've all the players that come in on Saturday, they've kept their places. You know, and I think that's sometimes
that's fair because they produce one of our best performances in a very, very long time. So why not? Frankfurt, Germany says, why didn't any of you fans go to welcome the bus? We needed everyone there. All about the money, isn't it? For you, sometimes the team is bigger, mate. Well, why not get your facts right? Because yes, us 3 didn't go down, but all the rest of our team, about 10 of them, went down. They were down there filming, they were down there greeting the bus, right? So, yes, us 3 stayed there, and actually Lee was down there as well. Every single other person was down there greeting the bus. So, maybe check your information first, and were you there?
But thanks for the super chat.
But thanks for the super chat. Big up yourself. Truman Show 3361 says, Skelly, here we go, he said.
I'm buzzing because of it now.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? I think it's a great call. It's a real brave call from Arteta, but I think the right one.
Lee Jacobs says, gladly surprised by the 11. Still hope to see Eze, Gyökeres, Saka ahead of Odegaard with Timber at right back this season. Lads, you should really do South Africa tour at some point, especially Cape Town. Would love to in the future for sure. I mean, yeah, I think, listen, the guys that came in, they all earned it.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, Gyökeres, that was his best game in an Arsenal shirt, getting an assist and 2 goals. He was,
on that, right? How important could he be for us?
Massive.
In this running.
And Saka, that link-up play between the pair of them for those goals was phenomenal. Like you said in Calafiori, had a goal that was disallowed offside, and the other goal that Leno punches, and the only reason why it goes over the bar because it accidentally hit his head.
Yeah.
You know, that could have been a lot more. That was a fantastic first half performance. And when people talk about managerial prowess with Mikel Arteta, he got the job done in the first half, he rings the changes, and he makes a big call with Skelly. Now, honestly, if he gets his call with Miles Lewis-Skelly and he drops a stinker tonight,
I don't think he will.
No, listen, I don't think he will. But that is a big call. Like, okay, great performance. If that Miles Lewis-Skelly goes and does another man of the match performance tonight,
have you not seen enough of Miles Lewis-Skelly though? Even at left back last year, and even to show his temperament. I think the one thing I've seen with this kid, right, is his temperament is like levels. It's up there. I remember when he played for England, the way he was just picking the ball. I remember he scored that goal for England and that. He's a confident guy. I have no fear in him.
And he ain't a left back.
For me,
never a left back.
Last season, he's one of the best left backs in the Premier League. He was phenomenal. But then this season, when he has come on at times, I personally have thought he's been inconsistent. Then he's been dropped into this position, and he had an absolute blinder on Saturday. So
didn't he play against Atlético the first time round as well?
Yeah, but a left back.
Yeah, that's right.
But dropping into. Going into that midfield, like, you know what I mean? Listen, when he plays left back, but with the option of going into the middle when he does it. So he's used to doing it. But what you've took away from him now is that pressure of defending it. I felt that maybe teams looked at him last season and said there was a slight weakness to his game at left back because he's not a left back and probably might have exploited it. But he was still going into midfield. Listen, at the end of the day, he goes into midfield now. If he does mess up, he's got Declan Rice to cover him. If he messes up at left back, they've got a free run at goal. So I think that, you know, in his development, it's been a good side for him now, but this is the time now to kick on. And this is the thing now, when you know, people are saying, I'll sell him and whatever. This is the time when you say, do you know what, this saves us a lot of money here, like, you know what I mean? I also think that this midfield's got balance now. It's got a left player in there, it's got Eze that can play left and right, and you've got Declan Rice who's right. So when you get to the ball, when Miles Lewis-Skelly gets to the ball, he hasn't got to cut. What will happen is with Declan Rice, no disrespect to him, a lot of the times he gets it and he has to cut into his right. But now he can just open himself up and we can get down the left-hand side. And I think that's what was very, very good last week.
Yeah, let me just give you the Atlético Madrid team. Oblak in goal, Publi, Lenormand, Hanko, Ruggieri, Simeone, Llorente, Koke, Lookman, Julian Alvarez is back fit for them, and Griezmann. Of course, they rested 11. They rested 11 players at the weekend, but all the main guys are back. Of course, Alvarez was a doubt last week after he came off, but he's back in the team. Obviously, a very, very dangerous player. You're going to have to keep him under lock.
Listen, they're a good side, you know what I mean? But like the last time they come to North London, they were rattled. And it weren't at their
they got spanked.
Like, you know what I mean? When they went to Tottenham, they got that. Tottenham could have turned them over that day, like, you know what I mean? They didn't know how to play it. They was like very, very cautious. And Spurs would have got that next goal. They would have gone on. I think gone on. So listen,
Spurs did beat them on the night,
and they did beat them on the night. Tudor's only win, like, you know. So listen, at the end of the day, they've been here. They've been to North London twice, and they've been turned over twice. Let's make it 3 in a row. And I think that there's vulnerabilities. As good as they are, Madrid, there's vulnerabilities in their team, and I think that we will exploit it tonight. I really do.
You think that?
Yeah, listen,
you know, when you look at this team,
this is a side that we took it into the second half last time they come here, and then it's a group stages. I get that, and then we slapped them in 28 minutes. Absolutely took them apart.
He
4
sat down,
goals.
Simone, didn't he? Like, do you know, he's always saying he just sat down and
that was just they got dismantled. That was a phenomenal display. So with that in mind as well, you're going to fancy your chances. But at the end of the day, it's just about getting the job done and getting win it one way or another. And with the Miles Lewis-Skelly, that he gets this right tonight, and we go through to a final. And let's say he's part of, could play in the final. Look, going too far ahead. That decision there could save you 60, 70 million quid in the summer.
Could get into the England team as well. Jory Ramanana says, wild prediction, Mourinho winner in the final if he returns. I like
lovely,
that.
lovely.
AS1373 says, White at right back could be our undoing. He's been very shaky.
Good going forward.
Gunnar says, if we do the double this season and Gyökeres scores 25 plus, do you stick with Gyökeres up front next season, or do you go for a better striker? Well, he would have done his job, wouldn't he? He would have done brilliantly.
I think if he produces that level of performance, he's showed it what he can do. He shows he can score goals, but he also showed his hold-up plays getting better. I think. Do you remember Drogba had a season like that, and then come on, didn't he, and was unbelievable. So I think that this. I think someone was saying it yesterday. I can't remember who it was saying it. I think it was Charlie Adam. I was listening to him on the radio because I wasn't watching the Man City game, was I? I was driving home, and he was saying that it's been a good season, and you get better from the foundations of this season. So I'm optimistic.
Yeah. VZ732 says, instead of his skydive BS, show us the teams. I don't know if they got the teams up on the screen, but I have given you the teams a couple of times. Big up to everybody. There's 9,000 of you watching live at the moment. The big news is a couple of changes when I say couple of changes, it's not really a change. It's basically the same team that played on Saturday against Fulham is playing tonight.
Yeah, same team.
Same team.
Yeah.
So a couple of changes from what played last week away from home.
But the
same team, and a team that won 3-0 at the weekend, and a team that was very attacking.
Yeah, very attacking.
How important is a player like Eze tonight?
Very, very important. Played really, really well. I think that he gives us something different in there. I think what you'll see today, if Arsenal do get in front and are winning, then you'll see Odegaard coming on to control that game, see it out. But I think that he gives us different options. I don't think it's always the option that you're going to always need to have. I think that sometimes there's horses for courses. Odegaard will come in. But I think that, listen, we was aggressive from the moment we went out there on Saturday, and I think that if we be really honest, if we'd have kept being aggressive, I think we'd have won by more. But we sort of took our foot off the gas and conserved energy. So what I'm looking at today is Eze. I think he's the one that just will maybe just do that something a little bit special. You know what I mean? Like whether it be the pass, which he done for Saka, or for Gyökeres, which Saka scores from, or a shot or whatever. I think it's just that different player that we need. And him and Gyökeres have just given us something different in our forward areas. So one with a little bit more class and finesse, the other one with a little bit of steel that we needed. So listen, it's a massive game for him today. This is, without being horrible at this moment, so forget about Zubimendi. Zubimendi's done fantastically well for us up until this point. He's just a little bit tired now, so sometimes that can happen. But Gyökeres, Eze, this is the reason we brought you in here now, for these big get us over the line.
How important are fans tonight?
Massive. We saw in the first leg, when the Eze penalty situation, the players surrounding the referee, Simeone, the fans. I mean, I wasn't in the stadium, and obviously I watched it without any sound. But that cauldron, it's massive. It's huge. Home advantage. That's why we wanted to play these.
Need a bit of
legs.
Revenge as well. Even I'm thinking about that. Forget how that happened last week with that goal that was.
And the
not a goal.
I forgot that.
It wasn't even a goal. It was a potential penalty. That was given and then chalked off.
It was a penalty.
Okay, guys, if you look up on the screen over there, right, they're going to show, and we're going to show to you guys as well, right, the bus arriving, the Arsenal bus arriving today, right, at the stadium. Our guys were down there. Let's see how that looked.
People were down at the Emirates. You can see the roundabout behind me. It is rammed, it is packed. It's the Champions League semi-final, second leg, a chance for Arsenal to go to the final. It's been 20 years. It's going to be magic. It's going to be mad. Listen to the vibes. I can hear them. Come on, let's go welcome the team. Come on. We're blocking the road. We're being hospital. We're being hospital. Okay, maybe not. Come see the Arsenal. Come see the Arsenal. You've only come to see the Arsenal. Come see the Arsenal. You've only come to see the Arsenal. Come see the Arsenal. You've only come to see the Arsenal. Come see the
So as you can see, the fans have played their part. I mean, the Atlético bus,
amazing, isn't it?
the Atlético bus getting a little bit of abuse there, but in the right way.
In the right way.
In the right way, nothing nasty there, and a great welcome for the team down there.
That's got to get the players going, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah, of course. Like that's what you want: big games, big occasion, atmosphere, and you want that replicated inside the stadium. You want it to be live. That
It will be tonight.
Yeah, that is everything you want in these games. Like just that atmosphere. Like I remember the Real Madrid game where it's just loud that you can hear the stadium.
Even Saturday.
It's about making memories in this stadium. You know, for years, you know, we haven't really won anything in this stadium, and you know we've had some big nights. But the Emirates, obviously, after Highbury, you know, the things we won at Highbury, that place had an aura and it had a vibe. And I think for me, it's only in the last 2 seasons that the Emirates has really felt like home. And it's now getting these big nights and getting the job done and getting into the final. Like we talk about 2006 against Barcelona, you know, getting into that final. This is historical. You know,
Right there, last time we got to the final. Right there, we were at the final.
Did you actually?
Just shows you.
David Rickard says the fans need to play a massive part tonight. Come on, you Gunners. And Eco-Friendly says, Lee, please stop with this Odegaard stuff. He's not good.
No, listen, I'm not having it. I still think he's a good player and still will play a part.
Right, well, listen, let me just run you through the teams again that are going to be playing tonight before I get the predictions from both of these gentlemen. Oblak I'm giving you the Atletico Madrid team first. Oblak in goal, Pubil, Lenormand, Hanko, Ruggieri, Simeone, Llorente, Koke, Lookman, and up front Griezmann and Alvarez. That is the Atletico team. The Arsenal team is Raya in goal, Ben White at right back, Saliba, Gabriel, the 2 centre-backs. Calafiori keeps his place at left back. In midfield, Declan Rice, Miles Lewis-Skelly keeps his place from his great performance on Saturday. Eberici, Eze, and then up front, it is Bukayo Saka on the right-hand side, Leandro Trossard on the left-hand side, and up front is Victor Gyökeres. The bench is Kepa, Max Dowman, Kai Havertz is back in the squad, Piero Hincapié, Noni Madueke, Gabriel Martinelli, Christian Mosquera, Setford, Christian Norgard, Martin Zubimendi, Gabriel Jesus and Martin Odegaard. So plenty of options on that bench. As a matter of fact, that's a very full squad. We've even seen a lot of these Champions League squads where there's had a lot of kids in it, but that is a very, very strong squad. Probably only out of the big first teamers. Marino and Timber. The only two of the main guys really that you say would be missing from that. Time to get our predictions. Shall we start with you, Lee?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 to the Arsenal. I think
2-0 to the Arsenal.
Quietly confident.
Marty, who of course, famously, as he's reminded me about 20 times, got the result spot on.
Still waiting
on
for
the
my bottle of
weekend.
Dom Perignon that you promised.
It was a bear. We said. I mean, he keeps trying to.
We
twist
said
this
3-0.
up.
3-0. So you said 3-0.
He said
as well.
3-0. Yeah, I did say 3-0 on Forever Arsenal.
And he laughed at me.
We weren't convinced, was you? You wasn't convinced about the 3-0.
Do you know what? Something does tell me again 1-0, but I do feel like I could be going with another outlandish 3-0.
3-0 again.
I could.
LA.
Mark's going
Where you
3-1.
3-1.
Mark's going 3-1.
Mark's going
3-1.
3-1.
You're going 3-1. Mark's going 3-1. I'm going to go 2-1. Any of those results will be absolutely perfect because any of those results mean that Arsenal go into the final. Of course, remember tonight's game. If it's not resolved in 90 minutes, we go to extra time. And if still not resolved, penalties, right? Which I'm sure none of us want to see, right? So that's all to come. Milan says, hello from Chicago. I'm so happy for MLS, but it's a big, brave decision from our manager. And I never thought I'd say that before. Guys, this is it. A chance to get into the Champions League final. We are about to find out what happens. Remember, check out our watch along that we're doing right here. The guys are ready. Cecil's there. They're all ready for the big game tonight. So join us on our watch along for the big game tonight. After the game, we're going to be talking to the fans, getting their opinions on hopefully everybody's happy and booking up their flights to go to Hungary. But let's see how it works out. Thanks very much for watching this one. We're going to be back very, very shortly with the watch along. It's a big game for Arsenal tonight. The Champions League semi-final, second leg. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners.